size of that thing.
We must protect the aliens' phase generators at all costs. Building. Incoming transmission. GDI must be eliminated to secure training.
Without those phase generators, GDI will call in ion cannons and blast the tower to smithereens.
New bonus objective.
Nod must
Intelligence
acquire new
data
land.
updated.
It is time for a
Our
harvest.
fate lies ahead.
Training. Training.
This bike's ready.
Construction
Time grows
complete.
short.
This
New
bike's ready.
construction options.
Nod's Nod plans must must acquire be certain.
This bike's
Building.
ready.
Time grows short, as you wish.
Construction complete.
This bike's ready. This bike's ready.
Our path awaits. We shall take what we wish.
Enemy commander detected. Enemy units sighted. Building. On hold. Building. Our base is under attack. Construction complete. Building. Construction complete. Building. Repairing. Our base is under attack. Construction complete. Cannot deploy here. Building. Construction complete.
Let's go for a hunt. Get rid of them.
Enemy units sighted. Building. Unit lost. Unit under attack. Construction complete. Enemy base sighted. Cannot deploy here. Building. Our base is under attack.
All right.
Construction complete. Unit promoted. Cannot deploy here. Training. Building.
This bike's ready.
Construction complete. Cannot deploy here. Cannot deploy here. Our base is under
This
attack.
bike's ready.
Building.
Hit him and run. Kill.
Enemy units sighted. Construction
This bike's
complete.
ready.
Cannot deploy here. Cannot deploy here. Unit under attack.
This bike's ready.
Building. Unit promoted.
Gather all we can.
Construction complete.
Carefully now.
Harvester under
There's
attack.
never enough. We must have more.
Cannot deploy here. Cannot deploy here. Training. On hold. Cancelled.
Come on. Right.
Training. Unit lost.
Nod must acquire new lands. The Brotherhood shall not be denied. Let us begin.
Training. Enemy units sighted. Building.
Nod must acquire new lands. This land belongs to Nod.
Building. Construction complete.
Nod's plans must be sold.
Building.
Time grows short.
Construction complete. Training.
Let's go on a raid.
Enemy
go on a
units
raid.
sighted. Cannot deploy here.
Let's go on a raid.
Building.
Let's go on a raid. Raider here. Let's go.
Going.
Construction complete. Insufficient funds.
Ready to go. Hit it.
The cities of Nod will rise. The foundation must be true.
Where they at?
Under attack. Unit lost.
Build for the Brotherhood.
Watch this. Now, now.
Training.
This fight's ready.
MCV.
This fight's ready. This fight's ready.
The Empire starts here. A better place, perhaps.
This fight's ready. This fight's ready.
We build for the Brotherhood. Ah,
Enemy
yes.
units sighted.
The Empire
Warning.
starts
Ion
here.
control
ready.
detected.
Of course. Ah, yes.
Incoming transmission. GDI is poised to use their ion cannon phase generators at 75%. Training.
This fight's ready.
Construction complete.
This fight's ready. This fight's ready. Ready. This fight's ready. Don't let him get away.
Unit under attack.
This fight's ready. All right.
Unit lost.
I got him. This fight's ready. Let's go on a raid. Blow him open. Let's go on a raid. Let's go on a raid! Let's go on a raid! Let's go on a raid! Raider here!
Enemy units sighted.
Quick! You'll want to see this!
The Scorpion's ready.
Unit under attack.
Do it quick!
The Scorpion's ready.
Phase generators at 50%. On hold. Cancelled. Training.
This bike's ready! This bike's ready! Let's go find him! This bike's ready! This bike's ready! Let's go on a raid! Let's go on a raid!
Building.
Let's go on a raid!
Enemy units sighted.
Let's go on a raid! Let's go on a raid!
The Scorpion's ready. The Scorpion's ready.
Insufficient funds. Enemy units sighted.
The Scorpion's ready.
Construction complete.
What's the plan? The Scorpion's ready. Tank division. Begin the assault. The Scorpion's ready. What's the plan?
Units under attack. Units lost.
They're nothing.
Unit promoted.
You will not be overpowered. Let's take them on.
Unit under attack.
They're nothing.
Training. Phase generators. At 75%.
Philadelphia uplink successful. Welcome back, Commander. Today's threat level is low. The state of the planet is deteriorating. Tiberium infestation has reached critical levels. Red zones have suffered the worst contamination and cannot support human life. Yellow zones are dangerously contaminated, but contain most of the world's population. Decades of war and civil unrest have left these regions in a state of social collapse. The Brotherhood of Nod operates virtually unchallenged in these zones. They take advantage of the chaos to recruit members and disguise their military infrastructure. Nod's leader is a charismatic figure we know only as Kane. Kane is determined to accelerate the spread of Tiberium, believing it is the catalyst for the next stage of human evolution. However, in recent years, the Brotherhood has been suspiciously quiet, with little terrorist activity. The remainder of the Earth's surface is unscarred by Tiberium outbreak. These blue zones are considered the last refuge and hope of the civilized world, and are under the protection of the Global Defense Initiative. You have been assigned command of the GDI forces stationed on the eastern seaboard of the United States. Good luck, Commander.
Commander, General Jack Granger, good to have you on board. These are interesting times. I don't know if you know it, but INOPS has downgraded Nod's threat level to low. With Kane apparently dead, Nod's been fractured by internal power struggles. Recruitment's down 25%, and they've abandoned 4 bases in the last year. The prediction is another decade of peace. I say it's the calm before the storm. 28 years of fighting out, there's one thing I can say with absolute certainty. As long as there's Tiberium on Earth, Nod is a serious threat. If our intel says otherwise, it's because Nod wants us to take them off our radar. That's why I want you to go to North Carolina. Zone security stopped what looked like a produce delivery truck yesterday, but it turned out to be a Nod vehicle. Before it could be searched, the driver blew it up, himself along with it. I want you to take some troops down there, see what you can turn up. Hopefully I'm wrong and this is just a false alarm. But if I'm right, be prepared for the worst. This is Lieutenant Sandra Telfair. She's from INOPS. She'll give you all the details of the mission. Lieutenant?
Thank you. Good afternoon, Commander. Glad to be of service. Here's what we know so far. After the delivery truck incident, we turned Sky Sentry onto the area. And bingo, we located a high-output Subterra energy grid in the middle of nowhere. Obviously, Nod's up to no good. Your ace in the hole is an old base we have there. Bring it back online and you can recon the entire area. My advice is to engage the enemy only if necessary. No telling what those maniacs are hiding down there. Good luck, Commander. I'm here if you need me.
Commander, Nod's clearly planning something, and judging by the size of that force you exposed, it's a major offensive. Now, I've already called for an emergency D9 briefing, but the timing couldn't be worse. All the directors are up in the Philadelphia at that damn energy summit, and
I'm sorry to interrupt, General. I've just been informed. There's been an attack on Goddard Space Center in Maryland. We should be receiving visual data any second.
Good Lord. Do you realize what they've done? Nod's just taken out the entire northeastern ASAT defense system, all our anti-missile capability.
The Philadelphia.
Heaven help us.
And in global news today, the annual GDI Energy Summit is still underway aboard the space station Philadelphia. Our own Cassandra Blair reports on the landmark goals set for this year's summit.
When top administrators return to work here tomorrow, they're hoping for a new fiscal agenda. According to Director Kinsberg, one of the key talking points for this year's summit is shifting resource allocation from defense to ecology, where the eradication of Tiberium is now viewed as a more pressing concern than the containment of...
Excuse the interruption, but we're getting breaking news on the Philadelphia. Apparently, just moments ago, there was an accident. It's obviously something has gone terribly wrong. We're going to do our best to confirm what we're all seeing, but this time, we have no idea what possibly could have caused a tragedy of this magnitude. We're going to go live now to Cassandra Blair back outside the Northeastern Admin Building. Cassandra.
William, I don't know if you can hear me, but it's incredible. There's so much smoke you can't see more than 10 meters, and there's debris falling all over the city.
Unbelievable.
The destruction of the Philadelphia was not an accident. It was a merciful bullet to the head of a malignant ideology. It was the death of fear and the birth of hope. Rejoice, children of Nod, the blood of your oppressors will flow, and 50 years of tyranny will finally end. Transformation is coming. A new day will dawn. The future is ours.
Unbelievable. Hold on, we're getting breaking news now from our Northwestern affiliate.
And they just came out of nowhere. No warning, nothing. Bombs started dropping. And from what we can tell, there is no sign of GDI retaliation at all. It's just a massacre.
Commander, all hell's broken loose. Nod's launched preemptive strikes in every major blue zone across the board. Most of our troops are pinned down, our ASAT defense system is still offline, and I have no goddamn idea who's running the show at GDI. This is no time to stand on protocol. The entire northeastern seaboard's been overrun, and we're taking the worst of it right here in D.C.
General, they're starting evac procedures.
You go ahead, son.
Sir, you can't wait here.
That is an order, Sandra.
Sir.
Jesse James at Theater Ops will bring you up to speed. It's all on you now, Commander. I need you to take back this city.
All right, Commander, here's the latest. Nod forces are going in for the kill, closing in on the Pentagon. As you know, there is no more vital structure in the region. It is the center of our command and control network. If we lose the Pentagon, it could be the beginning of the end. You cannot let this happen. Good work, Commander. You secured the Pentagon. Unfortunately, the whole region is still in danger. We have multiple hotspots up and down the coast. If you retake Langley Air Force Base, you'll have air support for all the remaining battles. Or you can go after Hampton Roads. Nod's landing troops there. Retaking that base cuts off Nod's supply lines, reducing their ability to reinforce and gaining you access to APCs. With those two assets secure, you can focus on the rest of DC.
Well, Commander, you've done good. DC is back in our control. We also have a new acting director, Redmond Boyle. He's the former GDI Treasury Commissioner. I know what you're thinking, but that's our succession protocol. Everybody above Boyle on the chain of command went down with the Philadelphia. Look, the good news is Boyle's a sharp man with control of the purse strings, and we're going to need every penny we have to win.
Excuse me, General, but I thought you should know. Never mind.
General Granger, Redmond Boyle, this is an honor. Truly. You had no idea I was coming. I apologize, but I was touring the area and I wanted to stop by and offer my gratitude for what you're doing.
Well, don't thank me, Director. Thank the Commander.
Commander, great to have you on our side. Your efforts on the battlefield have been an inspiration to us all, but I encourage us not to rest on our laurels. We cannot be content to simply take back what was ours in the first place. If Nod wants a war, let's give them one. A war to end their reign of terror once and for all. But first things first. Finish what you started here in DC, Commander. Take back the city. Show the world the tide is turning.
Well, less than 24 hours ago, this entire northeastern blue zone was under siege from Nod. GDI forces were overwhelmed. Their command center was about to fall, and the free world was literally hanging in the balance. But one brave battle commander led a string of victories in DC that seemed to inspire yet more GDI victories all across the globe.
It's heartening to know that GDI has really come out swinging.
Yes, very heartening. We're putting up one hell of a fight out there. But William, I disagree with your assessment that the outcome of this war is still in doubt. There is no doubt in my mind whatsoever that GDI will prevail. We will have the will, the resources, and most importantly, support of the people. The public wants payback, an eye for an eye, and that's exactly what we're going to give them.
The question then seems to be, can you deliver on this promise? Several conflict analysts are citing your lack of wartime experience as a cause for concern.
I believe in my generals and commanders. They are the best of the best. And I believe they deserve not only the trust of myself and my administration, but the trust of the people. Because that is who we are fighting for, who we are fighting to protect. Undermining that critical bond of trust between a people and their protectors is, I believe, a mistake.
Commander, no matter what you've seen on the news, you mark my words, this war is far from over. We've still got a number of blue zones up for grabs that could go either way, but that's not what's bothering me. Come here. INOPS has been interrogating some Nod POWs, and they've come across a couple spotty similar threats here. Have a look.
This is only the beginning. Fire will fall from the skies. Disease will waste your bodies, and your souls will cry for forgiveness when Cain unleashed his fury.
It could be typical Nod rhetoric, but it sounds to me like they're getting ready to use WMDs. That's why I'm sending you to North Africa. If Nod's got the goods, that's where you'll find them. Hopefully a preemptive strike will nip this nightmare in the bud. Oh, and Commander, let's keep this one off the radar. The public's already scared enough. Sanders busy putting all the pieces together. You can get all the pertinent details from Kersey. That'll be all.
Commander, the situation in North Africa is still very fluid. Egypt is the primary target here. We just learned an irrigation plant just outside of Kasabad is a front for a Nod chemical weapons factory. Obviously, we need to shut this down. To the north is the port of Alexandria, where Nod is distributing their weapons to the rest of the world. Unfortunately, it gets worse. We believe that Nod is assembling nuclear weapons in an underground facility in northern Cairo, which may explain why the area is so heavily defended. Anyway, the first step in cleaning up this sector is to take out that chemical weapons factory in Kasabad.
Good, you're back, Commander. The facility you captured in Kasabad turned out to be a treasure trove of information. Unfortunately, the situation's worse than I feared. Nod is building a Tiberium weapon. Dr. Giroux down at GTEC is leading the analysis team. Doctor, what else can you tell us?
Nod has found a way to weaponize liquid Tiberium. This much is certain. Our raw data is still preliminary, but we believe a liquid Tiberium explosion would have a yield roughly 10 times greater than a 200 megaton thermonuke. Now, with a proper catalyst, such a blast may also create a self-sustaining exothermic reaction.
You're talking about a chain reaction.
Precisely. Any proximate Tiberium deposit, liquid or crystal, would be instantly detonated.
My God, in a yellow zone. That could be thousands and thousands of acres. Thank you, Doctor. Keep me informed. This changes everything. Commander, seizing that liquid Tiberium device before Nod deploys it, that has to become our #1 priority. I want you to take out that port in Alexandria. You can't let them start exporting components out of Egypt. When you've put those problems to bed, then you can focus on Cairo.
Leaked reports of Nod using WMDs has paralyzed an already reeling populace here in Vancouver.
But we've just learned that a series of daring GDI raids in North Africa have eliminated the WMD threat,
driving Nod forces in the region underground. However, we now have word that Nod forces are starting to converge on Sarajevo. There's even some speculation that a new Nod temple may have been secretly constructed beneath the ruins of their old temple, destroyed back in the First Tiberian War.
I'm sorry, but I do not have reliable intel on this new Nod temple in Sarajevo at this time.
That's what you said about the Casabad lab. But clearly, somebody in the military had that intel.
Evidently. But one simple communications error is nothing to start a controversy over. The situation has been rectified, I assure you. Next.
Does that mean you're now making all the strategic military decisions?
Now that's what I call jumping to conclusions. Look, will I be deciding how many tanks to deploy, what kind of missiles to fire, what color camouflage to wear? Of course not. But I will be involved in all of the important decisions from this point forward. Believe me, Nod will reap what it sown.
Mr. Boyle is correct about one thing. Nod will reap what it has sown. The seeds of GDI's destruction. Righteousness has only one allegiance, and that is to the oppressed. Our sacred brotherhood, inheritors of this glorious Tiberian world. Look to the skies, my children. A new dawn is rising in the east. Ascension awaits the faithful.
I took an action that I thought to be correct.
I understand, General. But I cannot, I will not be out of the loop again. Commander, just the man I wanted to see. I've been giving a great deal of thought to our strategy in Sarajevo, and I believe our next move must be emphatic. Nothing less than the annihilation of Nod's temple.
That is out of the question. We've already wasted way too many assets trying to take down that goddamn temple.
Fair enough. But I refuse to believe we haven't learned tactical lessons from those losses.
Our troops are spread thin. We cannot afford any more expensive lessons.
But we can't afford, General, his hesitation. We all saw Kane's broadcast. Time is of the essence here. GDI needs a major victory. Something the media can get behind and run with. And I, for one, have every confidence that our commander can deliver it. I hope I've made myself clear.
Yes, sir. This mission is ill-advised, to say the least. But if you're going to take it on, you'll need to establish a foothold in the region. Work from there. Percy will walk you through the appropriate strategy. Good luck.
During the Second Tiberian War, we set up a forward base in Croatia. It's fallen under heavy attack from Nod. But if you can secure it, we'll send a supply convoy to establish a strong foothold in the region. Once that's in place, we can cut off Nod's supply lines and then mount an attack on Kane's little hideout in Sarajevo. Good luck, Commander. You'll need it.
Well, Commander, I was wrong. You did a hell of a job capturing the temple, and your timing was impeccable. Nod was in the final stages of assembling a liquid Tiberium bomb, but we've managed to secure all the materials. We also have reports Kane and his inner circle have sealed themselves off in a sub-basement of the temple. Unfortunately, the place is impenetrable, so you'll have to sweat them out.
Tell me, General, our ASAT defenses, they're back online, are they not?
You're not suggesting the ion cannon?
No, General, I'm not suggesting it. I'm ordering it.
You realize we're talking about a facility where liquid Tiberium was being manufactured. An ion cannon blast could be disastrous to the region. Sandra, I need Dr. Giroud in Brazil. Dr. Giroud is our leading Tiberian scientist. Hopefully he can talk you out of this.
General, this is a Nod-controlled yellow zone. Whatever the repercussions of the ion strike may be, my concerns are not for the locals of this region. My concerns are for our public, the GDI populace who have been promised payback for the Philadelphia.
For God's sakes, man, don't make this about your political credibility.
Excuse me, General, but Dr. Giroud is missing, and it appears he's been captured by Nod.
Well, that settles it. Commander, I want you to end this once and for all.
Although Kane and much of his inner circle are believed to have been killed, the explosion also detonated a liquid Tiberium deposit hidden beneath the temple itself, producing deadly fallout and radiation levels over most of Eastern Europe. It's still unclear at this time if this was an accident or a final, desperate act of terrorism by Kane. So far, the only response from GDI has been this statement from Acting Director Boyle.
All those innocent lives lost is just unthinkable. But if there's a silver lining to this terrible tragedy, it's the fact that Kane's reign of terror has finally ended. And for that, I think we should all be eternally grateful.
We just got word. JPL Deep Space Net is picking up 6 unidentified objects heading towards Earth at near relativistic speeds.
It looks like they're going to try and enter our orbit. Do we know where they're from?
It's unclear. We started tracking them in the Kuiper Belt beyond Neptune. Thanks.
What is it, Sandra?
The ion cannon's been engaged, sir.
On whose authority?
Director Boyle. Here it is, sir, on Sat 3.
(1537) Eastern Standard Time, 39 alien spacecraft crashed into red zones on every continent. While the source and purpose of these aircraft remains unknown, there's no mystery about their intentions.
Commander, what I'm about to tell you is highly classified information. In 2028, GDI confiscated a very sophisticated data matrix from Nod. It's clearly not of this Earth. They call it the Tacitus.
We've been decrypting it here at INOPS. And all we know for certain is that the data contained a warning about a future alien invasion.
The connection between the liquid Tiberium explosion and this invasion seems, well, beyond coincidence.
Whatever the connection, it's not just blue zones bearing the brunt. Several prominent yellow zones are also under attack, and Nod's been unable to mount a defense.
Which puts the burden squarely on GDI. I'm not going to mince words, Commander. The situation is extremely dire. But you're the best we've got. So I'm giving you the worst mission on the board. Germany. Kersey will show you what you're up against.
I still can't believe this is actually happening. All right, Commander. I don't know how much you've heard about New Eden. It was the first blue zone to be reclaimed from a yellow zone. Since then, it has become a secret research hub for GDI, particularly in Munich, where our future tech lab was compiling a full analysis of the invaders' operations. Unfortunately, Munich is already under assault and the FT lab's been destroyed. Several engineers were able to escape and are in a convoy heading for Salzburg, just outside the zone border as we speak. Commander, that convoy must reach Salzburg safely.
That was nice work, Commander. Looks like these things aren't invincible after all. Of course, I'd feel a lot better about our victory if I had any idea what their agenda was beyond just wreaking havoc. But one benefit of that uncertainty is it seems to have driven Director Boyle into hiding.
Our secured bunker in Reykjavik. That's where you're supposed to be too, General.
Not a chance in hell. We're going to use this time wisely, make some moves without being second-guessed. And you're the key here, Commander. I need you to turn the tide against these invaders. Build up some momentum, just like you did against Nod. Anyone else, I'd worry about putting too much on their shoulders, but you seem to want that responsibility.
We don't have much time. The invaders have spread out from Munich into several other cities in the region. Kirsty will bring you up to speed.
The invaders appear less concerned with taking control of our cities than with constructing massive structures in the red zones. Any attempt to impede or even investigate this activity is met with shocking force. Here to shed some light on these enemy structures is Dr. Emil Ibrahim, Research Manager at GDI's Future Tech Lab. First of all, Dr. Ibrahim, congratulations on your escape from Munich.
Thank you, William. It was most harrowing.
I can only imagine. Now, what can you tell us about these strange red zone towers?
As with everything involving invaders, Tiberium is key. They utilize these green crystals in ways we cannot even imagine. We know, for instance, that Tiberium fuels their craft, their weapons, and we know these towers are made of a Tiberium composite material. What we don't know is the purpose of these towers. We have only theories.
Fascinating. Just what are those theories?
Could be Tiberium refineries, missile silos, even a planetary destruction system. We need to get closer. We don't have enough information.
Not so easy, is it?
Not so easy.
Thank you, Dr. Ibrahim. Whatever these structures are, I think it's safe to say they were not built for the benefit of mankind.
Commander, it's hard to believe, but all the data seems to indicate that those attacks on our cities were just a diversion away from the invaders' real agenda, building those towers. We don't know what they are, but we know they've got to come down before they're finished, and that's where you come in. Lieutenant.
The largest tower, the one closest to completion, is in Italy, where this whole Tiberium mess started over 50 years ago.
It's going to be tough, Commander. But if you can take down this damn thing, the hope is the rest will fall like dominoes. Kirsty can fill you in on our strategy.
God, I hope for all our sakes this is the last mission. All right, here's what we know. The invaders' tower is located outside of what used to be Rome. As of this briefing, it's almost complete. What's worse is the invaders also appear to be building what seems to be a super weapon nearby. But you can't worry about that, just focus on the tower. It's protected by some sort of phasing technology. Our best guess is that destroying all 3 phase generators will drop the protective field around the tower. After those generators are down, the tower should be vulnerable to an ion cannon strike. Best of luck, Commander.
Excellent work, Commander. Just as we hoped, your victory set an example for the rest of our forces. Now we've got strike teams all over the board taking down those damn towers.
Actually, we just got word there's only one tower still left standing. Right here in the middle of the Med, or what used to be the Med. And get this, the only reason why that one tower is standing is because of Nod. They've got an unusually large force there, and for reasons we can't explain, they seem to be trying to protect the tower.
God only knows what they're up to, but that's not your problem, Commander. There's more work to be done in Italy.
The invaders have some kind of control node here. Now, probably not a coincidence this is Ground Zero, the first spot Tiberium appeared on Earth. According to Dr. Ibrahim, this node regulates the flow of Tiberium radiation to all their units. And without Tiberium, the units will stop functioning. Stop the units. Stop the invasion.
Commander, there's something you need to know. General Granger is withholding vital intelligence from you, intelligence that could save your life. Under my guidance, GDI Weapons Tech used the materials we confiscated from Nod to build our own liquid Tiberium bomb, which I've taken the liberty of arming your troops with. Now Granger, he'd rather have you try and gut out a victory against impossible odds. Why? Because I'm a political threat to him. If my plan wins this war, he's irrelevant. At least that's how the media will see him. But they'll see you as a hero if you end this war quickly. This isn't about me or Granger, Commander. This is about you. This is your time. Make your mark on history.
Commander, I just found out about Boyle's plan. Can't say I'm surprised. But as bad as things seem to be on the battlefield, I need you to resist using that liquid Tiberium bomb. It may end the war quickly, but a blast that size in the world's largest red zone, the chain reaction could be cataclysmic. And here's the other thing. You use that bomb, and we're setting in motion a very dangerous precedent. We'll become dependent on Tiberium weapons, on Tiberium itself. And that's not who we are. That's not GDI. We fight with honor and courage. We fight to rid the world of Tiberium.
Let me tell you who we are. We are the ones the public has entrusted to protect them. We have a responsibility to uphold that trust. Yes, there are risks. Yes, there will be casualties. But this is war against an enemy unlike any mankind has ever seen. If you don't do everything in your power, if you don't use every asset available to end this war right now, then you are failing every man, woman, and child on this planet. Do the right thing, Commander. That's all I can ask. Just do the right thing.
The war against the invaders ended today, but at a staggering cost. A liquid Tiberium bomb detonated by GDI in the Mediterranean Red Zone set off a chain reaction, sending shockwaves thousands of miles in every direction. So far, the death toll is over 25 million people, GDI and Nod. And scientists are predicting even more tragic fallout in the weeks and months to come.
Well, the aliens are gone. All the towers are down except that one in the Med. Combination of two enemies working against us was just too much. By the time we fought our way to the tower, the damn thing was impregnable. Good news is I've been assured it's completely inert, completely harmless. It looks like we may never know what it was built for. Now, as for you, Commander, you're a disgrace to that uniform. Tens of millions dead and your entire force killed in action. I'd court-martial you myself if I could. Unfortunately, your friend Boyle's convinced the media you're a hero, so I can't touch you. You still have to live with yourself. Good luck with that.
What did I tell you, Commander? History is written by the winners.
1 minute to the press conference, Director.
So I'm sure you've heard Granger has resigned to spend more time with his family. That means my first order of business at this press conference is to put you in charge of the military. Stick with me, Commander, and we'll lead GDI to a brave new future.
Welcome to the Brotherhood of Nod. Our relationship with Tiberium has always been greatly misunderstood. Most people do not realize that the roots of our faith extend back several millennium, long before the emergence of the green crystal on Earth in 1995. An event foreseen by our great leader, Cain. The existence of Tiberium was covered up for years by GDI. They call themselves the Global Defense Initiative, but they are actually a fascist political consortium of wealthy nations hell-bent on controlling the sacred green crystal. While GDI suppressed the truth about Tiberium, the Brotherhood worked tirelessly to acquire samples of the precious crystal, to study it, to unlock its potential as a new energy source. The mainstream media branded us terrorists. But in 2019, we exposed GDI as the real terrorists and forced them to confess their heinous sins against humanity. Once the truth was made public, the Brotherhood grew exponentially. People from all walks of life flocked to our faith. We worked tirelessly spreading Tiberium around the globe so that those without would benefit from the vast powers of the green crystal. For our efforts, we were relentlessly attacked by GDI and their army of powermongers. The result was 2 pointless world wars that succeeded only in killing millions. When the Brotherhood could not be eliminated through war, GDI used a more subversive tactic. They unilaterally redrew all international border lines, relegating all Nod followers into inhospitable yellow zones, while claiming the pristine and exclusive blue zones, all for themselves. Now, despite rumors of Cain's death, the Brotherhood remains stronger than ever, our commitment to Tiberium undying. And with your help, we will continue to spread the gospel of the great green crystal.
And he cried in a loud voice, "Lazarus, come forth!" And Lazarus did arise from the grave. I have always believed that faith was measured in deeds, not words. And while many of my children worshipped my name, their deeds betrayed them. In my absence, they strayed from the path, but you, my son, your faith never waned. Not in Honduras or in Jericho, not in the great Rio insurrection. You risked your life countless times to topple GDI, to perpetuate our cause, to honor my name. And now I call upon you again to bring glory to the Brotherhood. I have seen that GDI is vulnerable, bloated by arrogance and complacency. Now is the time to strike. While they congratulate themselves on Tiberium advancements Nod made decades ago, we will expose their weaknesses for all the world to see. Nache will brief you on your mission. Like you, his faith is unquestioned.
So you're the one everyone's been talking about. Legendary insurgent. I hope you're as good as they say you are, Commander. So we're throwing you right in the frying pan. Check it out. This is Goddard Space Center, Greenbelt, Maryland. Ground control to GDI's ASAT system. All of their missile defenses. You're gonna take a small squad over there and wipe out the whole installation. Take the system offline. Now make sure you knock out the communications first so they can't call for backup. Then go stealth and do that nasty thing you do. Wish I could tell you what Cain's got planned, but then I'd have to kill you. Just kidding. But seriously, I envy you, brother. The world's about to change and you're gonna be right there in the thick of it. It's an exciting time to be Nod. If you need me, Commander, I got your back.
My instincts about you were correct. Your execution of that mission was exquisite. I have linked your battle interface with my command console. I want you to have the privilege of starting the Third Tiberium War. The war to end all wars. Go ahead, my son. Push the button. Inscribe your place in history with the blood of GDI. Of war are in motion, our destiny within grasp. The Philadelphia was only the beginning. Our forces will spread like a great plague across the earth. Every blue zone will feel our wrath. But for you, my son, I have reserved the most important mission of all, taking the northeastern blue zone. We have a secret attack force awaiting your command. You must show no mercy. For GDI deserves none.
If you watch this 100 times, probably will. But right now, it's time to take the war to GDI. Take it right into their big, fat, overstuffed living rooms. You got two targets. Andrews Air Force Base or the White House. Man, I'll give my left nut to see some real action. Take one of these targets out myself. Anyway, Andrews is our air command in the region. You take it out first, you won't have to worry about that from above. The White House isn't really tactical. They don't run Central Command from there or anything. But it is an important monument, so if you sack it, you'll create a nice diversion for yourself. Your choice. You can't go wrong either way. Get some from me, Commander.
I was saying how pleased I am with your progress. General Qatar tells me you two have never met, but I'm sure you've heard of her deeds. Besides yourself, she is the greatest military asset we have. The Philadelphia strike was her idea.
My idea, I guess. But it was your vision that made it possible.
And our commander who made it happen. Now, my son, you must help me unveil phase 2 of this campaign. I'm going abroad now to make final preparations, but General Qatar will personally oversee your upcoming missions. Afford her the same reverence you offer me.
Kane is correct. We've made good progress. Better than I thought possible at this stage. But we have awoken a sleeping giant. GDI will retaliate with a force that will test our resolve. It's up to you, Commander, to show the world that Nod will not back down. Commander, as I feared, GDI has retaliated with their usual shock and awe. Seems a single GDI commander from the northeastern zone has rallied their forces much sooner than expected. Not only have they driven us from these blue zones, they are decimating our yellow zone strongholds all over the map. We should never have been so aggressive. But who dares tell Kane he's overreaching without fear of punishment? Please, forgive my insolence, Commander. You must understand, I only want what is best for the Brotherhood. The thought of losing this war. No. We will not lose. If Kane wants aggression, we will obey. This worked in the Second Tiberium War. It should work here. You must channel the enemy forces like water in this region. Dam the attacking flow around their targets in Brazil. This yellow zone is our most pressing concern. We have a lab here drawing heavy GDI fire. Kane insists we hold this facility at any cost. I wish I could tell you more, Commander. But even I do not know what is going on inside of there.
Word of warning, brother. Watch your backside. Gillian didn't get to be number 2 by looking out for others. She's got her own agenda. Why do you think Kane didn't tell her about what's going on down in Brazil? I can trust you, right? So what I hear is Kane's building some sort of Tiberian weapon down there. That's why all the hush-hush. We're gonna wipe out GDI in one big bang. Man, is Kane brilliant or what? First things first, GDI's throwing the old monkey wrench. They got troops closing in on the lab as we speak. You gotta hold the line, then clear out any forces they have left in the area so we can transport the stuff. As you can see, I'm on my way to Sao Paulo now, Commander. Front row tickets to the fireworks.
Good job, Commander. Not only did you accomplish your mission, you also exposed Kane's plan. Come here, have a look. He's building a liquid Tiberium bomb. See the core spreaders here? These keep the liquid tea from corrupting the casing. It makes no sense. This was Kane's plan to win the war. Why didn't he share it with me? Well, that's not your concern, Commander. I will deal with it when the time is right. We have more pressing concerns in Australia. That's where I'm headed now. I could certainly use you there, but Kane has insisted that you stay here in Sarajevo. He should be arriving back at Temple Prime momentarily. I hope that I can trust you to keep my concerns between us. All right, then. Good luck, Commander. I think we're both going to need it.
Just when we thought we were done. I don't know how the hell they knew, Commander, but GDI just shot down the transport carrying Kane's device, and he wants it recovered pronto. The whole area is crawling with GDI, so you're gonna have to sneak through to the crash site. I'll contact you once you're there. Good luck, Commander. This was gonna be dicey.
Construction is very close to being complete, with the exception of the missing components from Brazil. The detonator and the triggers are in place for a staged radiation implosion in the crystal lattices and the liquid Tiberium reservoirs. However, the blast yield still may not be big enough.
And you will find another detonator. I will not lie to you, my son. GDI has gained the advantage. But as I have told Killian, victory for us will not come on the battlefield. GDI is reacting exactly as I expected, converging all their forces in Sarajevo. Your first job is to retrieve the vital weapons components lost in transit from Brazil. Then you must buy us enough time to complete construction of the weapon. This will allow us to enact phase 2 of my plan. If all goes well, there may soon be a place opening up in my inner circle.
Commander, I need your help. I've requested reinforcements in Australia. Kane refused. I've seen the damage reports on Temple Prime. It's a lost cause, we both know that. This base, these forces, this is the heart of our entire operation. They can still be saved if we act.
You can thank me for that one. Didn't I tell you Killian couldn't be trusted?
Can't believe she's questioning Kane. You obviously had damn good reason for holding those forces back. Whatever. It's good to be back in Sarajevo.
But we got serious work to do. First up, you gotta escort those weapon components you recovered back to Temple Prime, then give Kane some time to build that sucker. And hey, do me a favor. When this all works out, tell Kane who drew up the plan. Maybe he'll let me out of this tent. I can flank you on your next mission. Wouldn't that be sweet?
That goes. Destroy that and I will have your heart. When mine own army conspires against me, it is time to leave behind the insufferable race of animals who call themselves man, to escape this god-forsaken rock. But now is the time to celebrate. The bait is placed, the trap set. GDI will dig its own grave. As you can see, preparations are already underway for phase 3. We are taking only the essential icons necessary to build a great temple in the great beyond. By this time next week, you and I and the rest of our inner circle will begin our ascension. But our work here on Earth is not complete. Take your troops down to Australia. Salvage what you can of Killian's forces. They will be needed in the final mission. Go now, my son, and remember, have faith. Deliverance is at hand.
After a little stomp in Sarajevo, I say Killian ain't worth the bullets to save her. But hey, I'm not gonna start second-guessing Kane like she does. Nope. So if there's one thing I've learned from you, it's that a good soldier follows orders, right?
Are you willing? Okay. I'm outside Temple Prime, and the news here is terrible. Kane's plan has failed. We can see GDI soldiers stealing our Tiberium weapon, and just hours ago, there was a raid on the temple. We heard shots fired. So far, there has been no sign of Kane. We fear that he may still be trapped inside the temple. I'm getting word right now that GDI is... They're moving an ion cannon into position. Let the Earth be transformed. Let all those who believe in the power of Tiberium be transformed with it. Let the Earth be transformed.
Children of Nod, I bring grave news. As many of you know, we were building a liquid Tiberium weapon at our Temple Prime in hopes of ending this awful war. Those hopes were killed, along with our leader Kane, when GDI destroyed our most holy site. We do not have all the details yet, but it appears the ion cannon blast set off a liquid Tiberium explosion beneath the temple. The damage to our yellow zone is unspeakable. Our casualties in the millions. No one can replace Cain. But it is now my duty, my blood oath, to lead our brotherhood through this trying time. And I say there is no time for mourning. We must turn our grief into anger and leave the past behind us. We must put all talk of ascension aside. Our only goal should be to take back this planet, one continent at a time. Tiberium is our divine birthright. Those of you who embrace it will inherit the earth. Those of you who defile it will feel our fury. Follow me, my children, and I will lead us to victory against GDI.
I don't believe this. I grew up near here. And I don't care what Killian says, Cain is not dead. He's too smart. He wouldn't let that happen. No way he'd bail on us like that. There's no way. You hear about Killian's new plan? She wants to steal GDI's nukes, level the playing field. She calls Cain too aggressive. What a joke. And look at this. Killian just put out her first high directive. She wants all military personnel in Australia. It's our last stand. Guess we've got no choice. An order's an order. But man, this sure takes the fun out of being Nod. Commander, you're not gonna believe this. GDI just activated all their ion cannons in the southern hemisphere. I thought they were gonna wipe us off the map in Australia. But they're firing at something in space. Check it out. What the hell's going on? Holy crap! One of those things just landed right here. Sorry, brother, we're gonna have to move this camera. Come on, break it down. Let's go, let's go!
Children of Nod, I'm here to inform you that the war with GDI has taken on an unexpected twist. Less than 1 hour ago, GDI ion cannons fired upon 6 unidentified craft in space. These craft were apparently unfazed by the attack. In fact, they dispersed into several dozen smaller craft, landing all over the globe. Already we have reports that these craft have spawned hostile forces of a non-terrestrial nature. These forces are overrunning blue zones and yellow zones, attacking GDI and Nod installations indiscriminately. Unfortunately, we have no intel yet on these new enemies. But one thing is certain. We need to turn our attention away from GDI and defend ourselves against these hostile invaders.
Can't believe you did that.
I cannot believe you are questioning my decision.
She betrayed us. I knew she would.
I betrayed no one. I saved the Brotherhood. The invaders are too many and too strong. GDI troops are falling fast as our own. We're all in this together, like it or not. I had no choice. I made a deal with a desperate GDI commander. We are going to help them defend their base in Sydney.
How can she trust that weasel?
If that base falls, GDI will pull out of the region, and we simply cannot defend this entire country with our current arsenal. It's in our best interest to—
It's treason! Cain would never cut a deal with GDI.
Cain is dead.
And that's exactly what you wanted, isn't it?
What I want is a fully functioning arsenal of nuclear ICBMs. And while Nod is helping defend the GDI base, we will steal their launch codes and delivery systems of the warheads we've already captured. Look, Commander. Forming an alliance with GDI is unorthodox, I know. But right now, the invaders pose a greater threat than GDI, and I believe those missiles are the only way to defend ourselves against their forces. Everything depends on you, Commander.
Okay, so her plan's not totally stupid. Still, this is messed up. Helping GDI defend their lousy-ass city against the aliens? The world's upside down, man. Upside frickin' down. Okay. So I guess the plan is help GDI fight the invaders, but don't forget to steal GDI's nuclear launch codes so we can blow GDI all to hell after we help them whack the aliens, who are supposed to be our allies. Makes sense? Of course not.
Once again, the world is quick to bury me. How could my own brothers believe that what transpired at the Temple Prime did not unfold exactly as I planned? Of course, I could not have planned for an ambush by my own forces! Of all of Killian's offenses, and they are legion, her proclamation that the Visitors are a greater enemy than GDI is an affront to everything I have planned for the Brotherhood. For this sin, she must be punished. You will take a team of your best soldiers and storm our Australian base. Killian is dug in there. Capture her. Alive, if possible, but spare no one in her charge.
Didn't I tell you King was still kicking? Okay. First you're gonna have to storm the base. Then once you've secured it, you'll have to wipe out Killian's forces. She'll be forced to surrender. And then she'll have to answer to the man.
Commander, King's ordering our soldiers to stand down against the invaders. It's insanity! They're getting slaughtered out there! I respect your loyalty, King, but for the sake of the Brotherhood, for the sake of all mankind, I am begging you to please abort this mission. Together, you and I, we can figure out a way to turn this around. Please, Commander, you're my only hope.
Such a pity. But doubt is like a cancer and must be eradicated. I gave you everything, Killian. An army to command, a place in my inner circle, a future beyond your wildest dreams. And all I asked for in return was your faith.
My faith is strong. I believe in the Brotherhood, and I believe that you have forsaken your followers.
Get me, Archie. Tell me again, Archie.
Sir!
Tell me about Sarajevo.
Well, it's all a little fuzzy.
You said you witnessed Killian's troops ambush the commander.
It was a renegade squad. There was a GDI mole in
You
charge.
said she jeopardized not only myself and my science ministers, but the very future of the Brotherhood.
It's hearsay. You have no proof.
Archie's faith has never been questioned. If he testifies against you, it's for all the proof I need.
I didn't say I actually saw Killian's forces in Sarajevo.
You assured me she was plotting behind my back. You called her actions treacherous. And we both know the punishment for treason is death. Were they Killian's troops, Archie? The verdict is yours.
Go ahead, Ajay. Condemn me. This is exactly what you wanted, isn't it?
I don't know. I can't say for sure what Killian's been up to. It's so damn confusing.
All right.
I just want what's best for Nod.
Do it. Congratulations, Archie. Your faith has been tested, and you've passed. As I predicted, Commander, a spot in my inner circle has recently opened up. Congratulations, you're my second in command. Leave us. For the record, I had no intention of winning the war against GDI, a fact Killian simply could not comprehend. Now, GDI has always viewed the Tacitus as a warning about the visitors. I saw it as an opportunity to invite a superior race to Earth, a race with great knowledge about Tiberium. Now, according to the Tacitus, a liquid Tiberium explosion would alert the visitors' scout ships, but all of my experiments with liquid T failed to produce the necessary blast yield. That is why I started the war with GDI, to provoke their ion cannon retaliation, the only force my science ministers deemed a strong enough detonator for liquid T. Of course, the other reason for fighting GDI was simply to thin their forces, so the visitors can complete their mission. There are 19 of these towers being built on Earth. Each of them will soon be a gateway, an interstellar passage to worlds beyond. Unfortunately, the towers are coded, and the only way inside is with the code. I believe the code resides inside their relay nodes. You must capture one of these structures immediately. It is the key to unlocking our destiny. I always knew there was a chance the visitors might not be entirely cooperative. That's why I developed a weapon that targets their weakness. This will allow you to claim one of their towers, but you must act fast. The visitors are attacking the facility as we speak. Secure the facility, then feel free to test out this new addition to your arsenal. Excellent work, Commander. We are one step closer to ascension. Now, to operate one of these towers, we must gain access inside the way the visitors do. You must go to the assault staging ground, infiltrate their forces, and secure the key code. I'm counting on you, Commander. Do not let me down.
Man, I keep seeing Killian's face. Those eyes of hers, looking right through me. Sorry. Anyway, back to business. But I gotta be honest with you, Commander. We still don't have much intel on these invaders or visitors or whatever you want to call them. But I do know this. Those relay nodes are where all the reinforcements are coming from. Capturing one's gonna be a suicide mission. Check it out. The closest relay node is here in northern Italy, but the place is so well fortified I don't think a ghost could get through those defenses. Your best bet's gonna be a two-stage attack on these alien locations. But I'm not gonna lie, this one's a real ball-buster.
Look at them. Fighting like ants, oblivious to the fate awaiting them. In time, they would annihilate each other. But time is not on our side. This battle endangers the tower, so I want you to lay waste to both armies, GDI and the visitors. More Nod forces are en route for the final stand, but you won't need them, Commander. Simply use GDI and the visitors' own weapons against them. Destroy everything that moves.
I don't know. Maybe Killian was right. Maybe Kane has lost it. You know what he wants you to do now? Wipe out all the troops in the red zone. We're talking GDI and Nod. I don't get it. Sacrificing our own soldiers to save these stinking visitors. I didn't sign up for this. mess. I hope it works out for you. But I gotta tell you, Commander, I do not envy you anymore.
Intel has sent down the latest planetary impact studies, and these are the computer scans of the targets.
As always, my son, a job well done. We have secured the key codes. Now we must secure a tower. As you can see, GDI will not relent. They have already destroyed most of the towers under completion. You must ensure that at least one tower reaches completion, or my entire plan is in jeopardy.
Based on diagrams found in the Tacitus, we believe upon completion, the tower will become impervious to attack. There are only 4 towers still in play. This tower, in the Mediterranean red zone, appears nearest completion.
Protect that tower at all costs, my son. The future of Nod depends upon it.
Building.
The Scorpion's ready.
Construction complete. Cannot deploy here. Move construction options. Select target.
The Scorpion's ready. The Scorpion's ready.
Training.
The Scorpion's ready.
Phase generators at 50%.
Let's get out there.
Insufficient funds. Establishing video uplink.
You must protect those phase generators, Commander. The future of Nod hangs in the balance.
Let's take him on. Getting in range. The Scorpion's ready.
Vertigo. Flight tech complete.
Scorpion
Enemy
tech.
commando detected.
Going. They're nothing.
Unit promoted.
Fire!
Unit lost.
No match for the Scorpion.
Channels open. Ready to bomb bay doors.
Let's get out there.
Vertigo bombers standing by. Units under attack. Stealth systems check. Bomb run initiated.
We're ready.
Insufficient funds. Our base is under attack. Building. We have a target. Attack run confirmed. Ready for coordinates. Ready to bomb bay doors. Enemy units sighted. Unit under attack. Construction complete. Our base is under attack. Vertigo bombers standing by. Ready for coordinates. Got it. Adjusting course. Stealth systems lost. Stealth unit detected.
They're nothing.
Unit under attack.
Have a
target. Stealth systems check. Channels open. Prepare bombing run. Ready for coordinates. Stealth systems check. Our base is under attack. Run confirmed. Channels open. Ready to bomb bay doors. Unit under attack. Enemy units sighted. Ready for coordinates. Target verified.
Select target.
Vertigo bombers standing by. Fixed on new target. Ready for coordinates. Vertigo bombers standing by.
Under attack.
Attack run confirmed.
Training. Enemy units sighted.
This bike's ready.
Our base is under attack. Unit promoted.
This bike's ready.
Training.
Fighters arm up! This bike's ready.
Fighters arm up! Fighters arm up! Fighters arm up!
This bike's ready.
Fighters arm up! Fighters arm up! Fighters arm up!
This bike's
Construction complete. Enemy units sighted.
Fighters arm up!
Our base is under attack. Building.
This bike's
Fighters arm up!
Repairing.
Fighters arm up! Rise up! Fighters
Construction complete.
This bike's ready.
We fight for none!
This bike's ready.
Hurry!
Repairing.
This bike's ready.
Tiberium exposure detected. Our base is under attack. Insufficient funds. Building.
Stealth systems check.
Militia!
Unit under attack. Unit lost. Construction complete.
Let's go on a raid. Let's go on a raid.
Down with GDI!
Enemy units sighted. Unit promoted. Our base is under attack.
They won't keep up. Hurry! Let's go on a raid. I got something.
Nuclear missile ready.
Let's go on a raid. On the move.
Select target. Insufficient funds. Nuclear missile launched.
We have a target. Fixed on new target.
Enemy units sighted.
The Tiberium will set us free.
Our base is under attack.
Tiberium is ready.
Yes, more Tiberium.
The Scorpion's ready. Scorpion tank.
Standing by. Bombing run initiated.
Unit promoted.
Raider here. Going. The Scorpion's ready. In position.
Unit under attack.
Let's go find him. The Scorpion's
Unit
ready.
lost.
Ready for coordinates. Got it.
The Scorpion's ready.
Training.
Fighters arm up!
Enemy base sighted. Enemy units sighted.
The Scorpion's ready.
Vertigo bombers standing by.
Insufficient funds. Unit under attack. Unit promoted.
Confirmed.
Tiberium exposure detected.
What's the plan? On the move. Wipe 'em out!
Unit under attack.
Ready. Tank division. Got it.
Unit lost.
The Scorpion's in position. We have them. Forward. Advancing. Received. Hit them hard. No match for the Scorpion.
Tiberium exposure detected.
Forward. Advancing.
Standing by. Adjusting course.
Let's go to the crystals.
Enemy base sighted. Training. Enemy units sighted.
Vertigo bombers
Unit
standing
under
by.
attack.
Fighters, arm up! Fighters, arm up! Fighters, arm up!
Training.
Fighters, arm up!
Standing by. Ready to bomb bay doors. Vertigo bomber. Got it. We need repairs.
Let's go on a raid. Let's go on a raid. We're ready.
Tiberium exposure detected.
Let's go on a raid.
Unit under attack.
Let's go on a raid.
Training. Unit lost.
Let's go on a raid.
Soldiers!
Ready for liftoff.
Down with fire! Hurry! In the name of Cain!
Venom craft ready for liftoff. Looking clear. Copy that.
Unit
Hold your
promoted.
weapons high!
Insufficient funds.
Venom craft ready for liftoff. On patrol. Confirmed.
The oppressors must
Venom
die!
craft ready for liftoff. What is it? All right.
Enemy units sighted.
Ready for coordinates. Getting in position.
Venom craft ready for liftoff.
Unit under attack.
Copy that. Venom craft ready for liftoff.
Stealth systems check. Standing by. Adjusting course.
Enemy base sighted.
Attack run confirmed.
Unit lost.
What is it?
Unit
Heading
under
there
attack. Training. Training. Training.
On patrol.
We've got the rockets.
This fight's ready.
We've got the rockets.
Vertigo. Flight check
We've got the
complete.
rockets.
Insufficient funds.
We've got the rockets.
Stealth systems check.
We've got the rockets.
Enemy units sighted.
We've got the rockets.
Tiberium exposure
We've got the
detected.
rockets.
Unit under attack.
This bike's ready.
Unit lost. Enemy base sighted.
Prepare bombing run.
Hold your weapons high!
Unit under attack.
Patrol craft. Check.
Enemy units sighted. Training.
Let's get out there. Got it. Let's go on a raid.
Rise up!
Let's go on a raid.
Unit under attack. Training.
Let's go on a raid.
Nuclear missile ready. Unit lost.
Let's go on a raid.
Select target.
Venom craft ready for liftoff.
Nuclear missile launched.
This bike's ready. Venom craft.
position.
Venom craft ready for liftoff.
Under attack.
Keep giving it to him! Ready.
Insufficient funds.
Vertigo bomber.
Unit promoted.
Channels open.
Enemy units sighted.
Venomcraft ready for
Enemy
liftoff.
base sighted.
Fixed on new target. Ready for coordinates.
Stealth threat
Ready for
detected.
liftoff. Venomcraft ready
Unit
for
under
liftoff.
attack. Unit lost. Unit promoted.
Vertigo bomber. We have a target. Heading to new sector.
Venomcraft ready for liftoff.
Insufficient funds.
Standing
Enemy
by.
base sighted.
Vertigo
Enemy
flight
units
check complete.
sighted.
Channels open.
Under attack.
Vertigo bomber standing by. We have a target. Ready to bomb bay doors. Vertigo bomber. Target verified.
Training.
This bike's ready.
Enemy base sighted. Unit under attack. Unit lost. Training.
Ready.
Vertigo bomber standing by. Ready to bomb bay doors. Vertigo, flight check complete. We have a target. Prepare bombing run.
Unit under attack.
Vertigo bomber. Attack run confirmed.
Training. Training.
We have a target.
For combat.
Nog must acquire new lands.
Unit under attack. Unit lost.
Stealth tank clear for combat.
Channels open.
Stealth tank cleared for combat.
Vertigo bomber
Under
standing
attack.
by.
Unit promoted.
For combat.
Ready for coordinates.
Stealth tank. Stay unseen. Settling in.
Our path awaits. Let us
Stealth
move
tank cleared for
forward.
combat. Lying and waiting. Running smooth.
Vertigo bomber standing by.
Stealth tank cleared for combat.
Training.
Stay unseen. Let's wait there.
Venomcraft ready for liftoff.
Stealth tank cleared for combat. Any scanners
Insufficient
around?
funds.
Channels open.
Enemy units sighted.
Go ahead. All right. Ready for liftoff.
They have no idea.
Venomcraft ready for liftoff.
Stay quiet. Stealth tank cleared for combat. Stay unseen. Gliding.
Venomcraft ready for liftoff.
I am the emissary of Cain.
What is it? Venomcraft ready for liftoff.
Unit under attack. Insufficient funds.
Get into position.
Unit lost.
Any scanners around? Gliding over. Let's wait there. Settling in. Get into position.
Unit under attack.
Sneak up on him.
Ready for liftoff.
Enemy commander detected.
Get the rockets ready. Let's get closer. Fire!
Nuclear missile ready.
Hit them! Fire!
Unit reloaded.
Get the rockets ready.
Select target. Nuclear missile launched.
Keep rocking.
Attack.
Let's wait there. Gliding over. Before they strike back! More rockets! Hit them!
Unit lost.
Now! Fire! Before they strike back! Hit them! Get into position. Gliding over. Now!
Unit promoted.
Tornado bombers standing by. Ready to bomb bay
In and
doors.
out.
Training.
Finish him, hurry! Slide there. Ready. Hit them! Scorpions ready.
Establishing video
Before
update.
they strike.
GDI is vanquished and my tower is complete. This victory will herald the dawn of a glorious new era. And I owe it all to you, Commander.
The Scorpion is ready.
I heard you were back, my son. Congratulations. The last tower has been activated. It now stands invulnerable to human attack. Inside that tower, the secrets to Tiberium await us. And with them, control of the universe. Come, join my inner circle as we prepare to open the gateway. Behold, our hero! The one whose loyalty and courage made our dreams of ascension a reality.
Allocation from defense to ecology, where the eradication of Tiberium is now viewed as a more pressing concern than the containment.
Welcome back, Foreman. I-Core LQ detonation on previously seeded planet. Initiating harvesting procedures. Course change completed and on planetary approach. Startup sequence proceeding normally. Tactical analysis. Indigenous civilization highly unstable. I-Core LQ detonation indicates self-destruction now in progress. Primary I-Core concentrations identified. Coordinates locked. Deployment sequence initiating now. All transport units launched and proceeding at speed. Unexpected hostile reaction. Energy weapon deployed against transports. Invasion probability low. Defensive dispersal functions initiated. Minor transporter damage. Proceeding as targeted.
Will dawn the future.
Deployment appears premature.
Is it ours?
Initiating surface scans.
Children of Nod, the blood of your oppressors.
Analysis indicates indigenous population is dangerously viable. Advise mission abort, Foreman.
The mission will not be aborted. No precedent exists for viable indigenous resistance after I-Core LQ detonation event. Overlord would be intrigued. Proceed with harvesting as planned.
Supervisor, registering ejection. Harvesting operations ready for threshold defense. Units unsuitable for prolonged resistance to organized forces.
Disorganize them. Divert indigenous forces away from relay nodes to construction. Objection dismissed.
Plan accepted. Disseminating revised objectives to all units. Commence diversion tactics on major population centers.